All right, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here, bringing your daily horoscope for the 11th of December, 2020. All right, it is Friday, right? Fridays are Venus days, day of the lovers. All right, so I just came from this. I was doing a live event downtown, so I've been working all day. I didn't get my hair all done and look pretty for you today. I apologize. Tired, long day. Been doing either way. It's live on Facebook. It's a menorah lighting event in the D, menorah lighting in the D 2020 for my Jewish friends out there that are curious. Anyway, so we're talking about Friday, the 11th. The moon's moving into Scorpio, okay? Now, there's a couple important things going on. There's an opposition to Uranus happening at 9 a.m., okay? Bright and early in the morning, well, depending where you're at, Eastern Standard Time, 9 o'clock in the morning. All right, so we have to understand that Taurus is stable, okay? It is a go-to word. Stable, traditional, stubborn can be a word for it. But again, it's not necessarily a bad thing when we look at something as stubborn as saying like, no, this is... We need certain things in life to be like, nope, as a matter of fact, this is how it is, this is how it's always been, and that's how, how it's always going to be. We don't rewrite tradition. And we have Uranus there. That's exactly what Uranus is doing, is rewriting tradition. Again, it's the rebelliousness. It's the radical breakthrough free thinkers that are going to create this new tradition. Again, something, before I ever started this channel, I had a different astrology, cryptocurrency show called Cryptocosm here on YouTube. And this is a huge aspect, okay, of what's happening in our time right now. I saw a sign the other day that said coin shortage due to what the Federal Reserve is giving us. It was like, wow, that's the most honest sign I've seen. And they were just like, the Federal Reserve is limiting how much cash we're receiving. Now, another sign just simply said, due to coin shortage. It didn't state why there's a coin shortage. And I thought it was very interesting that this one particular company was just like, the Federal Reserve is just not giving us money. There's something happening behind the curtains. There's something happening. Okay, a break of tradition. A single bar is a prison if we hold on to it long enough. And like I've said many, many times, this dollar bill is something we've been holding on to for a very long time. Okay, it is what it is. We're going through great change, radical change. Guys, did I even show you the sweet girl back there? Stella, say hi. Nope, she's got things to do. Anyway, so Uranus and Taurus is breaking the tradition, breaking the old stable, okay, the stable dollar. We're going to be changing into digital money. It's only a matter of time before this is going to happen. And there's a lot of people that know this through astrology the same as I do, okay? Last time Uranus was in Taurus was 1934, 34 through whatever, 42, 40, whatever. This is during the Great Depression. It was illegal to carry gold, right? This is radical, okay? People were on rations. It was a different kind of money, okay? Now we're having this very difficult time. We're in a pandemic. A lot of the world is shut down. Restaurants are shut down. There's all these, these ups and flows. We don't really know what's going on where, okay? So there's instability within our stable structures. And we have the moon opposite, okay, in the sign of Scorpio, which is about deep emotions, where it's just like the earth sign of Taurus is practical, stable, ready. You see it. It's right there. You know what I mean? That person's built like this. They're probably tough. That person's scrawny. They're probably not going to be able to carry much. It's almost like, again, very like simple in that aspect. This ground is rocky. We can't build a house. This is not stable foundation. This is stable foundation. We can build a house here. We can build a theme park, whatever. You know what I mean? It's like almost kind of easy to see that aspect of Taurus. And again, it's about upheaval and change. So our moon is saying what? It's seeing this thing that's happening. And our moon is about our emotions, right? And our emotions is saying going deep. So it's just like, what do we want to unearth? What do we want to create change in? What do we want that is traditional? What do we want to just destroy it? In a sense, because we have a desire, because we have this burning feeling to, a powerful feeling it's like the water sign that's fire. You know what I mean? That's what Scorpio is. It's the water sign that's fire. It's a very passionate sign. You know, it's just like that ooey gooey goodness stuff. It's like the, you know, juicy conversations, you know, juicy thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, the kind of sizzle words, there we go. But there's a lot of sensualness with the moon and Venus in Scorpio as well, right? And Venus creating this little sextile to Pluto septile to Uranus, okay? Breakthroughs of traditions, breakthrough in the ways that we love, breakthrough in the way that we feel about our own emotions and desires. You're not crazy because you have radical thoughts. You're not crazy because you want to change something, or that this is how the world has always been and you just have to get used to it and stay stuck. It's like, no, that's not where we're at. We have a deep burning passion. We have a desire. We have these urges, you know, that there's something going on that we want to do in life. And we are willing to break the tradition. We're willing to step outside of the box, outside of the rectangle, and do things differently because we're feeling so passionately driven to do so, right? In this unique time we have now, the sun and the south node conjunct together this morning, almost at the exact same time that this is happening. You know, let me take it back minutes because it's astrology is just freaking cool like that. Yeah. Either way, close enough. So 11/11 and 1958, 1956. Okay, you see what I'm saying? So we have a near perfect moon-Uranus opposition, a near perfect sun-south node conjunction. Okay, which the south node is about release. The south node is about letting go. The hero of our story, us, the ego sense of self. Again, when we're talking about ego, this is not something that you separate from. We're not talking about ego death versus, you know, the ego is your personality. This is who you are. This is why you choose the color shoes that you have on or the socks that you're wearing. There's no separating your ego or just separating your heart from your body or your brain from your body, right? So understanding when we say the ego is finally showing up to do this work. Okay, we have been talking about it. We've been thinking about it. We've been anticipating it. Okay, Mercury, our mental and our, you know, communication, planet of communication and mental awareness and insight is also showing up to this party. It's only 4 degrees off of this conjunction. Okay, so we have the exact sun. It's like, okay, I'm finally able to step into this space. I've been seeing it. It's been in front of me. We've been talking about it. We've been chatting about it. It's been a buzzword, releasing and letting go of that which no longer serves, right? Something we talked about a couple days ago, whatnot, was you know, this new life's going to cost you your old one. That's where we're at, you know, and we're willing to step into this now, which is exciting. So we have this moon opposite, you know, Uranus, breakthroughs and changes of emotions and allowing our passions to almost fuel us and drive us. And Mars and Aries moving forward right now, you know, this is like, what's stopping you from being you? What's stopping you from this? And it's like mostly what stops us is preconceived concepts or notions or ideas. You know, it's just like once we lift this idea, it's interesting. I work with a lot of diverse human beings from around this planet. I'm very thankful to absorb a lot of information from them. And when I meet Americans that were born in America, regardless of what race they are, okay, we have this idea of this is how to work and this is how to make money. And it's fascinating to me when I work with people from other countries that have become an American citizen, and how successful those people who had nothing in another country who have come here with that dream. Because in their brain, in their mind, there's this American dream that they can come here, that they can start a business, that they can be wealthy, that all of these things exist, and they do. But when you're born within this society, in this thing, you're told a different way, I just hit the mic, sorry, you're told a different way to go about this life. And we don't see those same opportunities as we did if we're somebody, not saying that that's not possible. So forgive me if that's how that's coming across. What I'm saying is it's absolutely fascinating and magnificent how the perception that shapes us, the perception that shapes our reality, and what somebody can do when they come here to America, and what they've achieved, and the businesses they've created, and the life that they've created for themselves. And then here we have, it's just like all of this given to us. You were born into it, you know. And again, I know there's viewers out here that are not from the United States, and I'm not saying that, I'm not waving an American flag right now. They're like, pride of America. That's not what this is about. This is about the perception. You know, perception of how we're come into something, or we're taught. You know, it's just like the religious quote: "We're born to the sins of our parents." You know, money doesn't grow on trees, son, or whatever it is. You know, it's just like, oh, like, man, that's how it is. It's like, well, last I checked, money was paper. I don't know, but you know what I mean. So it's just like we get these concepts carried down, and now it's just like we're willing to step into this space, willing to step into the unknown, willing to step into emotionally being driven to change into radical new scenarios, and saying like, okay, I'm really willing at this point to let go of the information that someone else told me, that this is how this life is, and this is how my life is going to be, and this is where I'm headed, and this is what I'm going to do. You know, this is putting us right back into the driver's seat. And that's kind of the beauty of where we were yesterday with the moon in Libra, creating the squares to Saturn, Pluto, and Jupiter. It's just like, you are still the power and authority. Sure, there are lines to color in this coloring book, in this particular coloring book, but you can make your own coloring book. You can take a blank piece of paper. You can create your own lines, your own drawing, and color that. That's the beauty of the astrology that's going on right now, is we get to recreate life. We get to rethink life. We get to be, you know, and this is like 18-year energy, you know, for the South Node to come over into Sagittarius. It takes 18 years, right? It's a long time. Is that right? I just said that. I'm like, it takes 18 months, to go through signs, 12 months. So no, it takes longer. Either way, you know what I'm saying is like, this is just like those septiles we had to Saturn, Pluto, and Saturn and Neptune and Jupiter. You know, this was like expanding our lives and trying to open our eyes. It's like we've been seeing this. Like we've had Gilbert Gottfried eyes. Oh my God. You know, we're only seeing slivers, and it's just like, boo. Look at all of this light. Look at all these colors. Look at how things can be. And all we have to do is switch. You know, it's like opening up, switching our perspective. All right. That's enough out of me today. My friends, have a beautiful Friday. Day of the Lovers. Venus over there in Scorpio. Deep, passionate, exciting stuff. Breakthroughs to new possibilities, and letting go of what no longer serves to step into this new place of where we're headed. I should have just started with that. This has been a 30-second video. Whoever stayed along for this long, thanks for joining and hanging out. Appreciate you as always, and we'll see you tomorrow.